All right, so get this.
What?
We're going deep today on something that you might not think is that interesting. Kindle book titles.
Oh, yeah.
We've got this ebook here.
Okay.
All about how to write titles for those ebooks that just make people want to click and buy.
Right.
Maybe you are dreaming of writing your own ebooks.
Sure.
Or maybe you just, you see a buy now button and you just got to click it.
I know what you mean.
Either way, there's a whole strategy behind it.
There is a lot to it.
Yeah.
It's more than just, trying to come up with something that sounds good.
Oh, for sure.
Successful authors are using a mix of creativity and research to get those clicks.
Like a science almost.
Yeah. It is.
So this ebook talks a lot about the keyword quest.
Yeah.
What is that?
So, it's not just picking one word.
Right.
It's more about finding the right phrases.
Okay.
The phrases that someone would actually type into that Amazon search bar.
Right.
So like they use the example of devotional for teen girls
Yeah.
versus daily devotionals for teen girls.
Okay.
And that extra word,
Yeah.
it could make a big difference in who finds your book.
So it's about understanding how people actually search, not just describing your book.
Yeah, exactly.
So are they using Amazon to figure this out? Well, I mean, that's where people buy the books, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The ebook actually says to use Amazon as a research tool.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, use that search bar.
Yeah.
Like it's a brainstorming partner.
Oh, okay.
You start typing in some ideas, and then Amazon suggests other phrases
Oh, that's cool.
based on what people are actually searching for.
So you're tapping into the minds of, everyone who shops on Amazon?
Yeah, pretty much.
But then how do you decide what to use? Because I've done some searches, and there are, thousands of results.
Yeah, you got to find the sweet spot.
Okay.
The ebook really stresses how important it is to aim for keywords with less than 1,000 search results.
Why 1,000?
Yeah.
Is that like a magic number or something?
Not magic, just think about it.
Yeah.
Fewer results means less competition.
Right.
Your book has a better chance of standing out.
It's like trying to be heard in a crowded stadium versus a small room.
Exactly.
Your voice carries a lot farther when there's less noise.
Yeah, think of it like finding a hidden gem in a bookstore.
Hmm.
If you're looking in a less explored corner, you might find something really special.
But then wouldn't those keywords be harder to find?
You just have to be strategic. So instead of just typing in general phrases,
Right.
explore subcategories in your genre.
Okay.
You might find some niches have way less competition.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But even if you find a keyword with less than 1,000 results, wouldn't that limit who sees your book?
That's a good question.
Yeah, is there a trade-off there?
It's a balance.
Okay.
Broader keywords might attract more people,
Right.
but you'll also be competing with way more books.
Right.
It's about finding that sweet spot
Yeah.
where you can reach enough people, but you don't get lost in the crowd.
Okay, so it's not just about picking any keyword
Nope.
with no competition.
It's about finding the right one.
Are there any other things I should be thinking about when looking at those search results?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Actually look at the titles that come up in the search.
Okay.
What words are they using?
Hmm.
Are there any patterns in how those titles are written?
Okay.
This can really help you figure out what works.
So it's not just about the keywords themselves,
Right.
but how other authors are using them.
Yeah.
Almost like reverse engineering their success.
Exactly.
So you're saying we can learn from both their successes and their mistakes.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm starting to see just how much research goes into this.
It's like detective work.
The ebook actually had a specific example of this.
Yeah.
Something about devotional for teen girls.
Oh yeah, a few years ago.
Yeah.
That search might have shown you about 2,000 results,
Okay.
but now it shows over 5,000.
Wow.
More than doubled
Yeah.
in just a few years.
What does that tell us?
It's about ebooks in general.
It tells us that things change fast.
Right.
The popularity of keywords can go up and down
Okay.
based on trends,
Sure.
new releases, all kinds of things.
So, what's a niche topic today? Could be super competitive tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to stay on top of things.
So what does that mean for authors who are trying to,
Yeah,
keep up with the trends?
they need to keep researching and adapting.
Right.
Can't just rely on what worked a few years ago
Okay.
or even a few months ago.
Wow.
Got to keep an eye on what's happening in the market.
This is all making a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
I never realized before how strategic and data-driven all this is.
It is.
It's like authors are speaking a secret language.
Yeah, in a way.
But we can't forget that a good title is more than just keywords.
Oh,
It
yeah.
has to be catchy, it has to be interesting, it has to, actually match the book.
Yeah, you got to have that human element.
Right.
A title that's just keywords.
Yeah. Might be good for a computer,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be interesting for a person.
Because ultimately, it's a person who's clicking that buy now button.
Exactly.
So how do we do both? How do we appeal to the computers and the people?
That's the art.
Okay.
And that's what we'll talk about in the next part of our deep dive.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, we'll explore how to take those keywords
Yeah.
and weave them into a title that people actually want to read.
Okay.
A title that makes people curious to know more.
This is so fascinating.
Yeah.
It's really making me look at big titles differently now.
Glad to hear it.
So before the break, we were really getting into it
Yeah.
with all the keyword research
Mhm.
and, trying to find that sweet spot
Right.
under 1,000 search results.
Less competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we talked about, how things change so fast in the ebook world.
Yeah, it's constantly
We
evolving.
can't just, rest on what worked a year ago.
Nope.
But we've got our keywords.
Yeah.
We've done our research.
Right. So now
Well,
how do we actually write a title
yeah,
that people will actually click on?
that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, because a title that's just a bunch of keywords,
Right.
that might work for the algorithm,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not going to be very interesting for a person.
No. You have to think about the human element.
Right, we're trying to,
Yeah.
appeal to actual readers.
Exactly. Not
robots.
You want your title to sound like a person wrote it,
Right.
not a computer. So how do we do
Yeah,
this?
first, don't forget about genre.
Oh, right.
A romance novel title
Yeah.
is going to sound very different than
Yeah.
like a thriller title.
That's true. I'm thinking about some of my favorite mystery novels.
Yeah.
And they often have these titles that are kind of like cryptic,
Okay.
They hint at the mystery,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't give anything away.
Makes you want to know more.
Yeah. And that's what we want for our
Right.
books.
You want to make people curious?
Yeah.
Make them ask questions.
Yeah.
And they'll have to buy the book to find out the answers.
So when you're writing your title,
Mm-hmm.
think about what people expect
Yes.
from that genre.
Exactly.
What kind of words
Mm-hmm.
will appeal to those readers?
Right.
This is making me think back to what we talked about before with the competitor titles.
Uh-huh.
Looking at the other titles that
Yeah.
come up in those Amazon searches.
Right.
It's not just about seeing their keywords,
Yeah.
but seeing how they're using them.
Yeah.
What are they doing that's working?
That's a great way to learn.
Yeah, like doing market research
Exactly.
for book titles.
See what's ranking high.
Yeah.
What kind of words are they using?
Yeah, what's grabbing my attention?
Are they using any power words?
Power words.
Yeah.
What are those?
These are words that evoke a strong emotional response.
Oh.
They add a layer of mystery
Mm.
or intrigue.
Oh.
Think of words like secrets
Yeah.
or forbidden, dangerous,
Hmm.
unveiled,
Yeah.
shadow.
I see what you mean.
These words have a certain impact.
Right.
They can make a title much more exciting,
So should I just try to use these power words?
not just randomly.
Yeah.
Be strategic about it.
Mm.
Choose words that actually fit your genre
Right.
and the themes of your book.
So don't force it
Yeah,
if it doesn't sound natural.
exactly. It
Much
should
now.
still sound like your book.
Okay, this is starting to feel like a puzzle. I feel like we're taking all these different pieces, the
Yeah.
keywords,
Mhm.
genre power words,
Mhm.
and trying to fit them all together.
That's a great way to think about it.
Yeah.
You're creating something unique
Okay.
that reflects your book.
So what if I'm having trouble
Yeah.
putting this puzzle together?
Oh,
Are there any resources?
oh yeah. There are lots of tools out there.
Like what?
There are websites that can help you brainstorm titles
Okay.
or give you lists of power words. There are even services that will give you feedback
Oh, wow.
on your title ideas.
So I don't have to do this all alone.
You don't have to.
And sometimes just stepping away from the computer and brainstorming can help talk to other writers
Mhm.
or, friends and family,
Yeah.
get their ideas.
You never know where that spark of inspiration
Right.
will come from.
And sometimes the best ideas
Yeah,
come when you're not even trying.
that's true.
It's kind of like we cracked the code.
That is, yeah.
Now that I know about all this
Yeah.
keywords and genre and power words,
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at my favorite books differently, thinking like, oh, was the author thinking about this stuff when they wrote this title?
Well, probably.
Yeah.
A lot of it's subconscious.
Ah, right.
But yeah, good authors are thinking about all this.
But what if you're not an author? What if you just like to read?
Yeah,
Does this matter at all?
I think so.
Oh.
Because now you have a deeper understanding
Yeah.
of what goes into these titles.
Right.
The titles that, catch your eye.
So, like, the next time I'm browsing for books on Amazon,
Right. Yeah.
I might actually, stop
Yeah.
and think about the title for a minute.
And look for the keywords.
Yeah. Are they using any power words?
Mm-hmm. Are they following the genre conventions?
It's like I can see behind the curtain now.
Yeah.
It makes you realize
Yeah.
that even a title,
Yeah.
which seems so simple, is
Yeah.
actually really complex.
It is. A lot of thought goes into it.
So it's not just random words.
Not at all.
It's all very intentional.
It's a way for the author to connect with you
Yeah.
before you've even read the book.
And understanding that
Yeah.
can make me a better reader.
Right.
Because I can, appreciate the craft that went into it.
Appreciate the artistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up,
Fair.
we've learned that writing a really great Kindle book title is a lot more than just,
Yeah.
coming up with something catchy.
Right.
It's a mix of creativity
Mm-hmm.
and
A
research.
little bit of science and art.
And you got to use those tools like Amazon.
Yeah. See what people are searching for.
Right. Find that sweet spot.
Yeah. Less than 1,000 results.
And think about your genre
Mm-mm.
and, sprinkle in some of those power words.
Make it irresistible.
It's a lot to juggle,
It is.
but I think we can do it.
You got this.
All about understanding the power of words.
How to use them to really connect with people.
All right, that's our deep dive for today.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for listening, everyone. And next time you're looking for a new book to read,
Yeah.
take a second to really think about the title.
See if you can spot all the things we talked about.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.